Peyton?
Thanks, Sheba, and happy Thursday morning. We're headed into the end of the work week here, staying hot and humid, but storms are back in the forecast. Let's take a look at today's temperatures and what we're expecting. Notice we're going to get up to around 94 this afternoon here in the city. The record is 95, so we say near record. Our average high has now jumped up to 90, so we're still above that average high. And there is a chance for a few pop-up storms. So through today, we'll be watching for a few pop-up storms all the way through this afternoon into early this evening. A little cold front draped across the region. Doesn't really cool us off, but it could enhance our rain chances a little bit later today. Now, tomorrow's rain chances have now gone up. The reason for that, we're getting a lot of guidance and consistency in our guidance, meaning models, that this complex of storms to our north is going to develop well to our north, up around North and South Dakota, race across the Midwest, and then make its way all the way to the Gulf Coast. We call this an MCS, a mesoscale convective system. And what that is it's an area of storms that eventually combines into a big old area of storms, and then it advances sometimes hundreds and hundreds of miles, and that will be the case with this one. You can see the trajectory of it moves it to the south. This one specific models and quite a few of the others do move it into our area Friday afternoon into Friday early in the evening. Now, there's going to be enough daytime heating tomorrow, intense heating, that these storms will have plenty of fuel if they ever reach our area, and that means we'll have a risk for some stronger storms, mainly for some strong wind gusts. Now, I was talking about earlier why this is a tricky forecast. It all depends on the trajectory of those storms and where they initially pop up. Right now, models are guessing where they're going to pop up, and until they actually pop up, models are probably going to switch around a bit. But the reason they're going to ride all the way from the north to the south, this big ridge of high pressure, we call this the ring of fire, it will ride on the edge of that ridge, and if those storms pop up just a bit further to the north or south than where the models are depicting, then it can change the forecast. So that's why it's so tricky. Right now, though, we will have an area of storms move down to the south. The big question is, does it move into our area or does it just clip us? Both of those are options, and that's why we only have about a 60% chance of storms at this moment. There's still some uncertainty in the forecast. There's your threat for severe weather tomorrow. We're at a level 2 now. Strong winds is our main concern, but can't roll out some hail and some of those stronger storms, so keeping an eye on that. As we do head into the weekend, it looks like it'll be just more of a pop-up storm scenario here, so watching for just a few pop-up storms, actually drying out as we head into Sunday and going into next week. But notice the heat, it does not stop. We're staying in the low to mid 90s for the next 7 days.